As of recent, I've actually been playing quite a lot of Phantasy Star Online 2 because of the fact that I'm not really interested in content in Monster Hunter at the moment because of the delay with Alatreon. Having said that though, playing Phantasy Star Online 2 made me realize I actually do love playing certain weapon types, but in a very different way. And it made me think, maybe it's about time Capcom introduced a system that allows us to play certain weapon types, but in very different ways. And then I thought, wait a second, didn't we have that? Yeah, we did actually. We had it in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Now, I actually have Generations Ultimate on my Nintendo Switch, and I've been falling with love with this game all over again because it actually has a system that allows me to play certain weapon types that I do love, but in many different ways. It doesn't feel bland in any way, shape, or form. And that is none other than hunting styles. So what we're going to be looking into in this video is the importance of hunting styles and why I think it's about time Capcom went ahead and brought this system back in mainline games after Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Now let's just go ahead and get straight to it. Hey everyone, Pinoy here once again, back with another Monster Hunter video, and today, as you can see, we are going to be talking about hunting styles in Monster Hunter. Now, for me personally, hunting styles is an important factor in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate that really made me fall in love with weapon types throughout Monster Hunter all over again, because it's not just about being able to play one weapon type, it's about playing one weapon type but in many different ways throughout Monster Hunter Generations and Gen Ultimate. Now today we're going to be talking about first and foremost what hunting styles actually are, and second of all why Capcom needs to bring back this system as part of the mainline series and actually make it stay because of the fact that this actually refreshes the way weapon types work in Monster Hunter. Now with all of that being said, if you enjoyed these videos, please consider leaving a like on the video itself and let me know in the comments below what you think about hunting styles throughout the world of Monster Hunter. Now let's go ahead and take a look at hunting styles and why I think they are amazing and why Capcom needs to bring them back in the mainline games. Now to kick things off, what exactly is a hunting style in Monster Hunter Generations? In Monster Hunter Generations and Gen Ultimate, hunting style, as the name states, is a way of hunting a monster using a weapon type of your choosing in order to potentially capture or slay them. In Monster Hunter Generations, we were introduced to 4 unique styles, with the Ultimate version of the game introducing another 2. So this is all about using a unique way of using your weapon type in order to slay the monster or even capture them depending on the situation. The base version of Generations introduced Guild, Striker, Aerial, and Adept. The Ultimate version introduced you to Valor and Alchemy. The Guild style is the most basic way of hunting a monster because it uses the default movesets for your weapon type. The Striker style is all about using the Hunter Art system in order to deal some serious damage to the monster. So if you liked using the Hunter Art system in Generations, then Striker was the right style for you. Aerial style is all about vaulting into things in order to gain some serious airtime in order to attack the monster. You can either vault onto other players, onto barrels, or even the monsters themselves in order to do your aerial attack. So this one is all about vaulting into the air and doing your aerial attack to potentially mount the monster. Up next, you have the Adept style. Adept style is all about avoiding monsters' attacks and then countering them with your own, because after avoiding a monster's attack, you are open up for new attack patterns with the weapon type of your choosing. So it's all about avoiding and then countering. Up next, you have Valor. Valor is all about defending yourself by shooting your weapon away and then avoiding a monster's attack. This one is great because this one introduces some new guard points when you go into the Valor state. By going into the Valor state, not only do you get introduced to some new movesets on certain weapon types, other weapon types also get introduced to some new guard points, such as the infamous Longsword counter. Finally, you have the Alchemy style. The Alchemy style is all about using the Alchemy barrel in your inventory in order for you to get some new items to support yourself or your teammates. So this one is great for anyone out there who likes the support role throughout Monster Hunter. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of ways for you to play the different weapon types in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate alone because of the fact that we have the hunting style system. That's around what, 6 weapon types? I mean, that's 6 hunting styles per weapon type. That's around maybe 84 ways to play each and every single weapon type in the game as of right now. So that's actually quite a lot of ways to play all the weapon types in a single Monster Hunter game. Compare that to something like Iceborne, where technically speaking, you only have 14 ways to play the game depending on the weapon type that you use. That is a big margin of difference in regards to how you play the game in Monster Hunter Generations compared to Monster Hunter World Iceborne as of right now. So I think it's about time Capcom tried to reintroduce this system once again in a future Monster Hunter Mainline game. And of course, for anyone out there who may dislike the Clutch Claw, I personally love it, I made a video about it, then the Clutch Claw can be converted into a hunting style rather than an essential toolkit. One of the key things that happened in Iceborne was that with the Clutch Claw addition, I thought that we were actually going to be getting hunting styles back to some degree, but that never really happened because the Clutch Claw system in Iceborne as of right now actually feels less of an actual essential system, but more of a hunting style from Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate because it alters the way your character works in terms of controls and new actions, allowing you to actually benefit from the Clutch Claw in and of itself by allowing you to tenderize monsters' body parts, and for any other weapon types, allowing you to have access to the Clutch Claw attack patterns that you don't normally get with the base game without the Clutch Claw. So as you can see, this system can actually convert something that people might not like in Iceborne as of right now into something optional rather than something essential. So in future Monster Hunter games, if Capcom does decide to bring in the Clutch Claw back, no longer will people have the need to actually use that particular system. They can instead opt in to using other ways to play their weapon type without the need for the Clutch Claw. Now, some of you might be thinking, what about a new weapon type? Why not add something new in terms of a weapon in a future Monster Hunter game? Well, the answer to that is simple. Just as much as it can get annoying me repeating words over and over again, yes, I know, I'm very well aware, I repeat words too many times, I think I need help. You can pretty much get an idea as to what would happen to a weapon type if you start using it over and over again. Eventually, this weapon type will actually start to feel bland. The problem with this kind of scenario is that eventually, you will reach a point where you might get bored of the game, not so much because of the fact that you no longer have fun fighting monsters, but rather due to the fact that you no longer have a variety of using your weapon type in the game in order to fight off these awesome monsters. And this is where hunting styles actually comes in super handy because of the fact that you might have a new weapon type in the game, but then as soon as you add in hunting styles, you no longer just have the one weapon type with the one fighting style, you have one weapon type with 6 ways to play it, potentially even 7 if they do add in Clutch Claw as a hunting style rather than an essential toolkit. So as you can see, hunting styles not only help to incorporate new ways to play the current weapon types in the game as of right now, they also help incorporate new ways to play new weapon types in future Monster Hunter games. So for the most part, it's all about creating that variety once again with a single weapon type, including new weapon types in future Monster Hunter. It always evolves the further we go into the future of the series. Now, as a couple of final notes, first and foremost, the Striker style will need to be replaced with something else in order for Capcom to truly incorporate this system into a future Monster Hunter game. And this is mostly due to the fact that Striker was heavily reliant on the Hunter Art system. If Capcom doesn't want to introduce Hunter Arts into a future mainline game, then they will need to replace Striker with something else, or they will need to retool Striker into something completely different. So that's one thing that Capcom will need to adjust in regards to hunting styles if they do decide to bring it back to a future mainline game. Alongside this, I really am hoping that Capcom is seeing these kinds of videos talking about hunting styles due to the sheer fact that there is actually a PC modding community as of right now that's bringing back certain styles into Monster Hunter World Iceborne. I actually saw a video regarding the hunting style for Valor, and that was super awesome for the longsword. I actually saw longsword Valor style gameplay in Iceborne, and that was super amazing. I can't wait to see something like that in future mainline games. If Capcom can bring in something along the lines of the Saliana Gathering Hub inspired by the PC modding community, more than likely they can bring in hunting styles once again in future mainline games, because again, this would be inspired by the PC modding community. If PC can actually give us an idea as to how this weapon style would work, then more than likely Capcom will take that into consideration and then try to incorporate that into a future mainline game. That's not 100% saying that they will do it, but I am hoping that they are seeing what the PC community is doing as of right now and take it into consideration, because it is amazing. And not only that, it really does give a lot of variety, not just for one weapon type but for all weapon types in Monster Hunter. So hopefully that is something that Capcom is taking a note of as of this current moment. And that is pretty much it for this video, taking a look at hunting styles in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, and hopefully something that Capcom can bring back in future mainline games. Now I'm sure there are gonna be some people who might be a little bit against hunting styles as of right now, but at the same time you gotta ask yourself this question: would you like to keep playing Monster Hunter with the exact same weapon type over and over and over again, or would you like to play that weapon type in a multitude of different ways? Let me know in the comments below what you think about hunting styles being reintroduced into a mainline Monster Hunter game when it comes to this series. Now with all of that being said, if you enjoyed these videos, please consider leaving a like on the video itself and subscribing to the channel, as well as hitting that bell icon so you can go ahead and catch up on any future Monster Hunter content that I might be doing or any other games that I might be playing in future. Until then, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Onward and upward.